welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sandy, and I make bullet journal videos, reading videos, lifestyle videos, I don't know, just kind of whatever pops into my head, basically. But today, I thought that I would show you kind of behind the scenes of what a work day looks like for me as someone who is starting a business and working for myself from home as a stay-at-home wife, soon to be mother. So, yes, let's just get into it. Okay, so I have two main projects that I'm working on today. First project is working on the outline for the journal that I will be releasing soon. So I already have part of the journal made. I have been drawing it out on my iPad. I went to reach for it, but I'm filming with it. So part of it is already drawn out and stuff, but what I'm working on is making it really good because I have like a rough draft, but I want it to be not rough draft. Final product. Good. I don't know. However you want to say that. So what I've been doing is kind of working through it, and then I've been sending it to one of my sisters, and she's been helping me go through and say, okay, you know, this page needs to be fixed here. This thing needs to be fixed to make it more sellable, to make it more workable, to make it so that people can have value in it, and just making it good. So she's like been like my editor, kind of. Like I've been doing the editing, but she's been telling me, here's what you need to fix, type of thing. So I have kind of a, like I said, a rough draft, and I'm working on an outline. So one of the things I need to do today is go through that outline and really just take a hard look into every single page of the journal. What do I want it to be? Does it make sense? Am I explaining myself? Because all of my ideas are in here and they make sense in my brain and they're great in my brain, but you cannot read minds. At least I don't think you can. That would be kind of cool if you could, but I'm assuming that you can't read my mind. So I need to be able to explain all of my reasoning. So that's my one project for today. My other project for today is a commission that I have that I am super pumped about. It's for my mother-in-law. She got it from me last year also. She is a teacher. She works with special education kids. And so she needs a journal to use, like a calendar, like a bullet journal for her school year. So she sent me her school schedule for next year, and I have a journal ordered. It's not here yet, it's shipping. So what I'm gonna do is make an outline for that journal as well. So the reason that I wanna make an outline is because last year I kind of jumped in and then I ran out of pages and I had to make things a little different, and it wasn't as professional as it could have been or should have been. So this year I'm going to be very precise and make an outline first. That way I know, okay, these pages need to have this on them, this is how many pages I have to work with, and this is all the content that needs to go into those pages. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. So yeah, just for a reference of like what my time schedule looks like, I guess, if you're curious. It's currently 10 a.m. I start earlier sometimes, but I wasn't feeling super good this morning because, like I said, I'm pregnant, and I am a very small person. And so even though this does not look like a very big belly, you can't really, see it's there, but even though it doesn't look very big, it's the biggest my body has been, which I mentioned in my last vlog, kind of struggles with that. And so it just takes a toll on my body, which pregnancy in general takes a toll on your body because you're growing a human being, and that's hard work. So I'm starting a little bit later today, but usually I'll start around 9 or 10 in the morning, and then go until my husband gets off work at 4 o'clock, and then that's usually when I stop my work day. So that's kind of the time frame that we're working with for today. So I'm going to start with my outline. So I just have it as a Word document on my computer, and what I have been doing is basically my goal for this journal. I'll just share this with you, I guess. My goal for this journal is for it to be 60 pages. The reason I picked 60 pages is because I didn't want it to be too short. I didn't want someone to buy it and then feel like, wow, I just wasted my money on this because there's not enough here to do anything with. But I also didn't want it to be too long because I didn't want someone to buy it and think, okay, I'm getting this to help me with my mental health, help me with anxiety, but there's so much here, I'm overwhelmed. So I didn't want to overwhelm somebody, but I also didn't want them to feel like it wasn't worth their money. So that's why I picked 60 pages. And so what I'm doing is I have every single page in here written down what's on that page. And so I'm going through and cleaning it all up. So I think that I explained this in my video where I talked about, it's titled Bloom Journals. I can put it in the cards, so you can watch that. And that's where I kind of explain why I started this company and stuff like that. But the outline, or I guess the framework for this journal is that it's 3 sections: sprout, bud, and bloom, and that you work through these sections and that they help you build a better mental health ecosystem for yourself one step at a time. Because like a plant, you have to grow a little bit at a time. This is growing plant. Sprout, bud, bloom. So I'm working on the sprout section right now. So I have kind of my first 6 pages of this section done as far as the outline. And then what I'm working on is just making the rest of the pages be solid, make sure that I'm explaining myself, like I said earlier, and making sure that each page has something that is workable. Because my goal for you as a buyer of the product is that you can work through the journal, that it's giving you ideas. Like I'm saying, hey, here's an example of what works for me. Now you do something that works for you, and you can do it right there on the page, right there in the moment while you have the inspiration. So that means that when I'm making it, I have to make sure that each part has a solid explanation and a place for you to work on your side. Because I want you to take accountability for your own mental health, because that is the only way to improve. So that's what I'm working on. So I guess I can just show you, I'll show you generally what it looks like, but not too much because I don't want to give it away. So basically I just have, almost fell over, this, okay, bad at balancing. And then I just write down, these are all my pages, and I just write down everything that I'm thinking, everything that I want, and you can kind of see where I was doing my more in-depth work and where I was doing my baseline work. So the goal is for all of it to look like this and be in-depth work. Jeez. So yeah, that is what I'm gonna work on for a little bit. And then I will check back in with you after a while and tell you how things went. So I've been working for a while. It's now 11:40, and I've finished my outline of going through everything like I was talking about before. So now what I'm gonna do is, I have this in a Word document right now, but I think I'm gonna put it into a Google Doc really quick and send it to my sister so that we can look at it at the same time. So I'm just gonna copy and paste this into Google Docs has some new features, I see. Okay. I'm gonna copy and paste this into Google Doc, which you can make comments on a Word doc too, but I feel like Google Doc is easier for when you are working on a project with somebody else, or like you want someone else to look at it, because then you can see it at the same time. You can be on it at the same time. So, formatting is always so weird when you move things over. Whatever, it's fine. I'm going to share this with her. Send. And then I'm going to send her a text message. Hey, I just emailed you the Google Doc of the outline. So then, I don't know if she's busy right now. She might be. She's a teacher, but I think she's done with school, but she also like has a child and responsibilities of her own and not just available for me 24/7. What's that? JK. But so I emailed that to her, and while I'm waiting to see if she's like busy, I'm just gonna go through and fix some of this formatting. The other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna text my husband and see if he needs some lunch yet, because I take him lunch every day, basically. Are you hungry? And that's also just part of my workday, is taking care of my husband. So, gotta make sure that he's okay. Okay, well, I'll check in with you guys after I've spoken with my sister, and seeing what she thinks about all this, and let you know. And I'm just gonna work on reformatting this, because now it's all messed up because it's in a Google Doc instead of a Word, and I might eat lunch. There's a chance. I'm not super hungry right now, so we'll see. We will see, but I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay. So, it's been a little bit. I took a little lunch break. My sister was able to look at my outline, and so she's just helping me go through and do some of the kind of nitty-gritty details, like grammar and stuff like that, and making sure everything like sounds professional. So she's been helping me with that, but she's also working on her classroom. So I'm gonna take a break from working on this right now, and then I'll come back to it later after she's been able to look at it on her own time, because I don't want to rush her or anything, because she's a total gem for even helping me in the first place. So yeah, so I'm gonna come back to that in a little bit, but I'm feeling really good about it. And she's helping me with like grammar stuff and the flow of it, but then she's also been helping me with some of the design elements as well, and so that's been really great. And I've been able to make my handwriting into a font so that it's consistent, because I wanted to have kind of that like personal touch of like, oh, you know, I wrote it out myself, but also, you know, everybody's handwriting is inconsistent. So that's why I made it into a font so that it looks more consistent and a little more clean and professional. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, the second project I have to work on today is a commission. So there's a few things that I like to do with each commission. And you know what? I have some blank pages in here. So I'm just gonna write in my journal. And I'm just gonna kind of put it in here without making it look cute or whatever. So, okay. So here's the things that I make sure I know when I'm going into a commission. What do they want? What's the purpose of it? What kind of styles do they like? Is there any specific elements that they want or don't want? Stuff like that. So, this is gonna be an August through June calendar. She likes sparkly things, sparkles, bright colors, and she said jewel tones, which something that I love about doing commissions like this is that it totally puts me out of my comfort zone and I have to try new things because I do not like bright colors in my bullet journal. Or just like kind of in general, like I'm not a huge like super bright color type of person. The brightest that I've done is like this yellow and it's still pretty minimal, which this is from my bullet journal, June bullet journal setup. If you missed that, go watch it because it's cute. But that's kind of the brightest I tend to go for the most part. I tend to go with neutrals more, and so it's so fun to do a commission like this because then I can do something in somebody else's style, like something that they like. And so like for this one, for my mother-in-law, she likes really bright colors and things to have a lot of like punch, you know, and so it puts me out of my comfort zone and I get to try new things, which is a ton of fun. Okay. I believe that last time what I did was a half page for each day, and she said that that was enough space. So I'm gonna write that down. That way I kind of know that. Let's see, how many pages? I'm trying to remember how many, like what the page count on the journal I ordered was. I think it was 160. Yes, 160 doc grid pages. Okay, so I know that I have 160 pages to work with, and now I need to figure out how many work days, because she doesn't need weekends in there because she's a teacher. So I need to count out how many work days are going to be in this journal. Because she doesn't need holidays in there either. So let me review my text messages. Size was good. I like the daily layout. Lots of sparkle and bright jewel tones. Start in August. Loved the themes. So last year, I did a new theme for each month, and I just tried to, and I worked with my husband, and we just picked themes that we thought that his mom would like. So I guess we did a good job last time because she liked them. So let's see, we're starting in August. We're gonna do the days of the week. I gotta like, they do their calendars kind of weird. Her school district does. No offense to them, but I have to like remember what all the symbols mean and stuff. I think last time too I did an overall calendar for her. I did. I'm gonna write that down as well. Whole school year calendar. That way she can see when everything is. Okay, I'm gonna count. "23, 223 days. That means I have to fit 223 days into 160 pages. What is the math of that if I just divide it? Or minus it? Subtract it? No, divide it. Could I fit a whole year school calendar on one page, do you think? Probably. Ideally, it would be on two though. Do I have the space for that? Let's see. If I did a 2-page spread of a whole year calendar, that brings me down to 158 pages. Here's another question. So I'm gonna ask her, do you want me to include a monthly calendar at the beginning of each month, or just do a whole year calendar at the beginning of the notebook? So I'll ask her what she wants for that. Meanwhile, let's think of some themes. So we're starting in August, and we're going August through June. The question though is, do I want to say these themes out loud? Because what if she watches this video, or do I want it to be a surprise for her again? Last time I surprised her with the themes, I didn't tell her any of the themes. And that's kind of fun. Do I want to do that again? Am I confident that she'll even watch this video? Oh, I got ahead of myself. I don't need July or August again. Okay. Because I know what I want to do for her birthday month, which is April. And I'm having my baby in October, so maybe I should just make the whole month of October be themed around my own child. See, okay, if this was any other client, I wouldn't do something like that, but since it's my mother-in-law, like, sometimes I like to put in those personal little jokes in there. Oh, she texted me back already. Just whole year. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. So, that means that I can do a 2-page whole year spread in the beginning, and then I can just do weekly spreads. That will be a lot of fun. I think that that's gonna be like not too hard. Not too bad, not shabby, if I say so myself. Okay. So, I'm just gonna keep coming up with some theme ideas. I think I'm not gonna say what they are in this video. Just in case she watches it. I don't know if she will, but just in case she watches it, I think I'm gonna make it a surprise again. So I'm not gonna say. Oh, my eye just did something weird. Okay, so yeah. So basically, that's what I do when I make a commission, is I go over what are the things that the client likes, what specific elements do they need in their journal. For this client, she needs a whole year calendar, and she needs a space for each day of the week, the school week that she's in school, that she can write down things she needs to do, notes from meetings, whatnot. She likes to have half a page for each day, and that's enough space for her. and she needs her calendar to be from August to June. So that is kind of the brief, I guess you could say. You could call it that. So yeah, I'm going to keep coming up with some theme ideas. I'm gonna make a Word document like I did before, and I'm gonna write down what each page is gonna be. That way I know what I'm doing, and then I'll wait for the journal to get here. It is currently being shipped. Should we see if there's an update real quick? Let's check. Earlier I checked and there was no shipping update. It just said a label had been created. So I don't really know what that means. Let's see. As of May 30th, which was yesterday, it was in California at 7:30 p.m. Okay, well, I guess we'll see when the journal gets here. Another exciting thing that's been here this week is a camera. So probably not the next video, but the one after that, the quality is going to be so much better because I'll be filming with a real camera instead of my iPad. So how exciting is that? I'm very excited. Okay, well, I'm gonna wrap up this video then. So that is what a work day looks like for me. Right now it is 1:12. I'm gonna keep working on this stuff and keep working on my Bloom Journal stuff for the next couple of hours. How much I get done really depends on the day because sometimes I am like a machine and I blow through things, and other times it's like I hit a total wall and get nothing done. And today so far it's been a machine day where I've gotten a lot of stuff done, which is awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up then. So thanks for watching. Like this video if you liked it, and leave me a comment with any questions you have about the Bloom Journal. It's the first edition is all completely surrounding mental health. So yeah, ask me any questions you have about it. I will announce when pre-orders and orders are available. I don't have a date yet because I'm trying to make sure that it's really good and I don't want to jump the gun. So I don't have a date yet, but once I do, I will announce it on here and on Instagram. My Instagram is @bloom_journals, so you can follow me over there for like more real-time updates, because it takes me a little longer to get it onto YouTube. So yeah, follow me over there, like, subscribe. Have a great day. I don't have anything else to say. Bye!